me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top.
Welcome back to Juggernaut Retro Reviews, everybody. And today we're talking about WWE Evolution from 2018. So since we got Evolution 2025 coming up, the second ever all-women's pay-per-view for WWE, I thought it'd be fitting to review the first ever all-women's pay-per-view for WWE. And it's crazy. It's taken 7 years to do another all-women's pay-per-view. Like, I hope they make this a yearly thing for WWE, because women, they deserve to have their own pay-per-view at least once a year. They do. So hopefully they make it an annual thing. But yeah, we're here to talk about Evolution from 2018. So the show was held from Uniondale, New York at the Nassau Coliseum on October 28th, 2018. So the show opens up with a tag team match. Trish Stratus and Lita going up against Mickie James and Alicia Fox. And Alexa Bliss was in the corner. Which Alexa Bliss was supposed to be in this match, but going into this show, Alexa Bliss, she got injured like at a house show against Ronda Rousey. So, it would have made sense to keep Alexa Bliss and Ronda Rousey, not in the same ring and stuff, but yeah, like, because Ronda Rousey, she injured people sometimes. But yeah, so we had the Legends, going up against Mickie James and Alicia Fox here. The crowd was really red hot for Trish Stratus and Lita. And, there was a lot of history here with also Mickie James, because Mickie James, she ended Trish Stratus' career in 2006, her retirement match. And also she ended Lita's career in 2006 at Survivor Series. Commentary really talked about that quite a bit. There were a few miscues in the match when, like, Trish Stratus, she was going for the Stratus faction, and she tried to break up the pinfall, but the referee definitely hit the count of 3, but Alicia Fox was definitely, she didn't get there in time. But, they kept the match going and stuff. Mickie James was in there quite a bit in the match. She was taking a lot of the bumps. She even took the moonsault from Lita. Took a chick kick from Trish Stratus, and the Legends won the match, and it was an okay match. There was just a few too many miscues in this match. There was a lot of miscues in a lot of matches, but yeah, it was an okay match. Nothing crazy, but our right way to start the show. So now the next match we have is the 20-woman Battle Royal, and this was for a women's championship match. So we had a whole bunch. We had 20 women in here. So we had like Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Molly Holly, Kelly Kelly, Tori Wilson, Sonya Deville, Alundra Blaze, Maria Kanellis, Lana, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Michelle McCool, Naomi, Carmella, Ivory, Asuka, Tamina, Zelina Vega, Ember Moon, Naomi. I already said Naomi. Sorry, Nia Jax. So yeah, we had past and present. Right off the bat, a lot of the women they took out, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, took out the Iconics. I gotta say, Alundra Blaze, she just looked really slow in the match. She looked really off, like compared to a lot of the other women in the match. And she was like standing like in the center of the ring a lot, or standing in the center like of the camera a lot throughout this match. So she kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. But yeah, she was just like really moving slow. Or like she kind of seemed lost what she was doing in there. What else? Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. They were working really good in the match until they weren't. Until Mandy Rose eliminated Sonya Deville. Ember Moon, she had a dominant performance in this match. It came down to Ember Moon, Nia Jax, Zelina Vega. And there was somebody else towards the end of this match. Oh, yeah. I think it was Asuka. Maybe. Yeah. It was Asuka at the end there. So it looks like it was just down to Nia Jax and Ember Moon. It looks like it was just those two people. But then Zelina Vega came in, and she thought she eliminated both of them. So she was celebrating, kind of like what Santino did in the 2011 Royal Rumble. That's what Zelina Vega was doing. But no, they weren't eliminated, and Zelina Vega, she took a hard spill when she got eliminated. Nia Jax eliminated her and landed in Tamina's arms. But yeah, then it came down to Nia Jax and Ember Moon, and Nia Jax ended up winning the Battle Royal. All right, match. It was nothing crazy in here. I mean, it's cool to see some of the past stars in this match. And a lot of the past stars, they were working together a lot throughout the match. There was one cool spot in the match where we had a whole bunch. You had this like big suplex. You had this like whole bunch, like this big suplex spot in the match. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, Nia Jax won the Battle Royal. Moving on to the next match. Next match we had was Toni Storm versus Io Shirai. This was a 2018 Mae Young Classic Finals. There's quite a bit of history here. Toni Storm in 2017, she was in the semifinals, but she came up short. Excuse me, she came up short here. Came up short the final that last year. But yeah, Toni Storm won it this year, and by God Almighty, this was an amazing match. This was probably the best match of the night, in my opinion. Like, if you go back and watch Evolution 2018, this is the match to watch. Both women, they were really working really well together. Toni Storm, she hit the Storm Zero. She hit to win the match. Io Shirai, this is before she was Io Sky. She was, her cadence, is still the same. She was doing a lot of the same moves. But, like, they were just working so well in the ring together. The ring psychology was great between both of them. And it was nice to see Toni Storm win the 2018 Mae Young Classic. And yeah, awesome match. I wish I would have had more time because this match only got like 10 minutes. That's what it shows here on Wiki. So only got 10 minutes. So they definitely deserve more time. But yeah, awesome match. I really enjoyed it. All right. And then the next match we had was a 6-woman tag team match. We had Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya going up against the Riot Squad of Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan. Yeah, the Riot Squad, they looked really good in this match. It's crazy to see Liv Morgan, this young and stuff in her career. It's crazy to see where she is at now. Kind of going back and like looking where a lot of these women are at now, because Sasha Banks, she ain't there anymore. Ruby Riott's not there. Sarah Logan isn't there. Liv Morgan's still there. Bayley's still there. Natalya is. But like, yeah, it's crazy to see some of these women aren't in WWE anymore. But yeah, it was definitely some fun stuff. The Riot Squad, they dominated a lot of this match. They using a lot of heel tactics here. Sasha Banks, she did this she tried going for a dive on the outside of the ring, but she almost hit her head on the apron when she did it. But thank God the Riot Squad was there to catch her. Even if she didn't botch it, I still think I think the Riot Squad were still supposed to catch her. But yeah, it just came off really bad, and thank God that Sasha Banks didn't get hurt. But yeah, this is okay stuff, nothing crazy. Sasha Banks, they ended up pinning. Oh, sure, I don't remember who it was, but they ended up picking up the victory here. She did the frog splash from the top rope. I believe it was on Ruby Riott. I don't think Liv Morgan took the pinfall here, but yeah, it was definitely some fun stuff. I enjoyed it though. All right, and then the next match we had was the NXT Women's Championship on the line. We had Kairi Sane defending the title against Shayna Baszler. Yeah, Shayna Baszler at this point, she was really dominant. The submission magician. I wish we would have got this Shayna Baszler on the main roster, like for real. Like, she was just a badass. And Kairi Sane, the genius of the sky. Yeah, this was some awesome stuff here. Was she called a genius to this guy? I believe so. But yeah, awesome stuff here. There was one point in the match, Shayna Baszler, she got tossed into the barricade, tossed over the barricade, and Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir, they got involved, kind of costing Kairi Sane and stuff, and Shayna Baszler put her in the sleeper hold, and Kairi Sane, she went night. She went out, and we had a new NXT Women's Champion. And I like the way Shayna Baszler, she was really doing a lot of joint manipulation on the arm, and Kairi Sane, she was doing some amazing selling. And, and Kairi Sane, she did get some offense in, but it was a lot more with Shayna Baszler here, just working on the arm. And then the numbers game really caught up to Kairi Sane at the end when Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir got involved. But yeah, fun match. I enjoyed it. But yeah, new NXT Women's Champion was Shayna Baszler. And she became the first ever, second time NXT Women's Champion, so that was pretty cool. All right, then the next match we had was the last woman standing match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. We had Becky Lynch defending the title against Charlotte Flair. And these women, the past between these women here, the four horsewomen of WWE, they killed it in this match. They were going all balls to the wall. It was crazy stuff. They were throwing a whole bunch of steel chairs into the ring. Like, they were just tossing them all into the ring. Saw a lot of tables get involved. They went 30 minutes in this match. They went all out with this match here. Yeah, they had a lot of notable spots in this match. You had some suplexes on the chair. You had been fighting in the crowd. You even had some ladders get involved. But Becky Lynch, she ends up winning when she does a power bomb through a table off the apron to Charlotte. So that was pretty cool. Becky Lynch, she had a nice leg drop through the announce table off a ladder. And then I like the way that Charlotte, she was utilizing the ladder, doing the figure eight through a ladder. That was really cool in the match. I mean, these women, they just have so much chemistry. And it's always awesome to see Charlotte and Becky Lynch go at it. But, yeah, I mean, Charlotte couldn't answer the referee's 10 count, so Becky Lynch ended up retaining. And, these women, they just kept on making history. So, you knew that, in the storyline, this was a very good storyline here. With Becky Lynch churning on Charlotte Flair. But, yeah. Great match here. This was another great match on the show. All right, then now we go on to the main event. We have the WWE Raw Women's Championship. We had Ronda Rousey defending the title against Nikki Bella, and Brie Bella was in the corner. And, the storyline behind this was, Nikki Bella and Brie Bella, they were proud of Ronda Rousey, when she won the title. They were kind of backing up Ronda Rousey, and then bam, they turned on her. They said they don't care about her, and the punchlines that Ronda Rousey was saying, how the only doors that that Nikki Bella's ever knocked down was the door to John Cena's, because Nikki Bella saying that how she paved the way, she started this evolution, this revolution. She's a diva and all that. They got the whole diva thing going. So, but Ronda Rousey, she was making a lot of history as well, in MMA, and she was doing quite a bit of stuff as well. But this was a pretty good match here. Not bad. You had a lot of interference from Brie Bella in this match. She ended up getting on the back of Nikki Bella at one point, and they both took a Piper's Pit in the match. A lot of working on the arm of Nikki Bella, in this match. Ronda Rousey just worked on that arm throughout the match. I mean, Ronda Rousey, you know, she ended up retaining when she did her. She put her in the her arm bar. So, I mean, you knew that Ronda Rousey was going to retain. And Nikki Bella, she didn't get much offense in this match. It kind of reminded me of when Cena got beat up by Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2014. That's what that kind of reminded me of. But no, I mean, this was some pretty decent stuff here. So yeah, Ronda Rousey ends up retaining her WWE Raw Women's Championship, and then after the match, it shows Nia Jax standing back, looking at the monitor, so they were going to be facing each other in the future. But yeah, that was my review of Evolution 2018. Hopefully, Evolution 2025 is going to be able to live up to this. I mean, listen, the roster, they didn't have a big roster as they do today. So I definitely think, despite the build that Evolution 2025 has, I think, on card it looks really good. On paper it looks good. But we'll see how well they stack up to Evolution 2018. And it's crazy that, like I said at the beginning of the show, it took 7 years for them to do another Evolution pay-per-view. Like, why? So hopefully, it's worth it. I'll be watching every second of it. I'll be reviewing Evolution 2025 later on, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'll be doing predictions for Evolution as well. All the wrestling shows that are going to be happening this weekend. But yeah, go in the comments. Let me know if you guys watched Evolution 2018. Let me know. Go down in the comments what you thought of the show. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on my channel. That will help me out a lot. Also, hit that like button to help out my videos in the algorithm. And also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And go down in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see on my channel. Let me know what reviews you guys want to see on my channel, because I'm going to be definitely doing some more retro reviews. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I will catch you guys in my next video.